Hey guys, it's Kyle from Amon Auto, and today I'm bringing you a 2021 Kia Forte. This is a compact car from Kia, one of their entry-level models. It sits right above the Rio, and this one in particular is a LSX. So what does that mean is that this is almost a base model. This car, I'll tell you right away, has a sticker price of $20,200, give or take $100 on that. So this is what you can get for $20,000 from Kia today. Something I do like about this car, and I think the reason why this car's been a relative success for Kia in a world dominated by SUVs, is because of the styling. I think this car looks really good for what it is, a compact entry-level car. I do love this front splitter here. The gloss plastic, black plastic, I think looks very nice. You actually do have a functional air dam vent right here. This all isn't functional, of course, but you do have that right there, which I believe help cools the front disc brakes. I think that's a nice touch. That's usually not something you see on an entry-level car like this with the type of performance it has. I do like the silver right around the tiger nose grille, as Kia calls it. And this does have fog lights. Everything is just an incandescent bulb. No LEDs on this trim level. You have to step up for that. But I do like how at least you get a projector style, where in other brands you still get a halogen bulb on some entry-level models. I'm talking about Toyota Corolla. Going around to the side of the car, this car does have, as a more entry-level trim, a 16-inch wheel. I do think this is a nice looking alloy wheel. I like how it still has some fat sidewall. These tires are probably pretty cheap to replace. And I do like how it still looks kind of sharp. I think it fills the car and the wheel wells out nicely for the size of this vehicle. If you get the GT trim, which has the turbo motor, which this is not, you can get 18-inch alloys, and those look nice, not gonna lie. Going around the side here, you do see the window trim just is black. If you step up to an EX, you do get silver, but I still do like the roof line and profile, like how it cuts right there specifically. And I think the side profile looks pretty good. We're heading around to the back of this car now, and this is where I think this is probably the best looking part of the car. So now, like I said, being a near base model, you don't get LED lights here, but you do get this long reflector strip right in the middle. This is not a light, let me be clear. This is just a reflector strip, and I think it looks pretty nice. I like this lower blinker part, how they incorporate that into the lower bumper almost. And I do like how you get a chrome exhaust tip. I think that's just a nice touch at this price point. You don't see that on any other cars. Even a Honda Civic Turbo, the 1.5 turbo, just has exhaust hidden underneath. You don't even get an exhaust tip. I do like how they kept the bumper nice and clean by integrating the tow hook actually right there underneath the car. It's a very interesting design. I don't think I've ever seen that. Leave a comment down below if you guys know of any other vehicles that do that, because this is the only vehicle I know of that doesn't have a tow hook integrated into the bumper like that. Maybe that's more common than I think. I don't know. Let me know. But I do like this back angle. I think the taillights look nice. I wish it was the LED like on the higher trims, but that's okay. This car only does cost $20,000. Keep that in mind. Let's sit in the back and let's see how much space is back here. So first thing you notice, it's pretty Spartan. Just the door, it's hard touch plastic. This is nice and padded, of course. You do have your door switch. The speaker grill it does have a nice style. At least they put some effort and attention to detail. I do like that. It's not just, you know, just some holes. I do think they at least put some effort in. Nice attention to detail for the price of this car. Getting into the back, there's a surprising amount of room in this car. I'm 5'7". The seat is where I sit. And I mean, you gotta have 6 inches. I have 6 inches of legroom right here. I think it's very, very comfortable. It's very Spartan, nothing too fancy, not even a fold down center cup holder, but that's okay. I do like this little window here. I think that's a nice little design touch. Opens up the greenhouse a little bit in here, gives you a little more light. Above my head, I would say I have about 2 to 3 more inches. You can kind of tell they sculpt it right here a little bit where someone's head would be, which I think is very good attention to detail. So you could probably be 6 foot and be comfortable back here for a very long time. You know, this is the legroom that mid-sized cars used to have not that long ago. So to have this type of space in what is a compact car, I think it's pretty nice. No amenities, no air vents, no nothing. You don't even get a map pocket, so that's that. You do get a light That's it. You get a single light bulb. It's $20,000. You can't ask for much more. Let's jump up to the front and I'll show you guys there's a lot to like up there. All right, so getting into the front of the Kia Forte. Again, I'm going to point out the door. I do like this large silver piece right here. It does break up what would otherwise be a swath of black. But again, nothing fancy. They do put this here, which I kind of like. If you open your door, it shows, it lets oncoming traffic know someone's door is open. Nothing too fancy here at the window switches. A little bit of chrome. These windows, if you hear, they're very tactile. They feel very good. Feels like way more high quality. I know it's something as simple as a window switch, but since you interact with them so much, it's nice that these feel so nice. Let's step into the car now and go over what we got up here, because there's a lot to like. So I want to keep in mind and reiterate, this car is $20,000. But it does come with a lot of things standard. You got an 8-inch touchscreen. This is standard on this Kia Forte. Which is very nice, and I think it's very responsive. It's a very nice system. It's their UVO system. You can see it works just like a smartphone or tablet. It's very responsive. I'm very impressed. Lots of options and configurability here. My favorite, there's a screensaver option, so you could put a big clock there if you wanted. Just little stuff like that. It's nice attention to detail. It's a cheaper car, but they still didn't, you still get some fun, cool stuff like that. Something else I like is just the design of this dashboard. Now you got this long silver strip here. I think it looks nice. No, it's not fooling anyone. This isn't metal, it's plastic. You got these circle air vents there. I think it looks very nice. And again, just overall, it's definitely a basic interior, but everything's where it needs to be, and everything's very easy to use. For example, it might sound like I'm making up things to like here, but I'm really not. My past 4 cars, changing the air controls has always been a bunch of buttons or press button for faster airflow. It is refreshing to have a car with just 3 simple dials. Again, I don't know if that's a good thing to most people. I do wish this had dual zone climate control, but it is nice to just, you want faster fan, you do that. If you want hot and cold, nice and simple. No heated seats here, but you do get a place to rest your phone, and this is pretty big. My S21 Ultra, which is probably one of the largest phones on the market, fits perfectly in here with a case. So I don't think anybody's phone won't fit in there. You do got an aux port, believe it or not. USB, wish it was Type-C. You can't get everything. And this actually has 2 cigarette-style outlets, which I found very interesting. So there's plenty of charging ability up here, which I found very nice. There is a drive mode button right next to this gear shifter. I found that very interesting. You got your sport, shows it red. You got your smart, that's more of its like eco mode. And then you have normal, which is a balance of both. I find that interesting. I do like the shifter. It feels good in the hand. This is rubber, not leather, but I think it feels good. It looks good. I like the silver trim. Has a shift gate. This is a Cvt transmission, which was Kia's first attempt. In 2019, when this car came out, this was Kia's first attempt at a Cvt, and a lot of reviewers didn't like it. I personally think it's fine. I think that they probably, over the past couple of years, have tuned it for really good response. By the way, speaking of response, I'll let you guys hear the engine. Let me start this on up for you guys, and let's hear it rev. So as you guys can hear, it sounds pretty bad. This is just a 2-liter, naturally aspirated engine. Let me show you guys that up front. So walking up to the Kia Forte, there's no, when you open this hood, there's no prop rods to hold this up. Wouldn't expect that. You got to hold it up yourself. I mean, there's a prop rod, but there's no hydraulic lifts. So this is a 2-liter turbo. I want to say turbo. This is a 2-liter normally aspirated engine. Makes a whopping 147 horsepower and about 128 pound-feet of torque. It's not that fast, guys. 0 to 60 on this car is about 8 seconds. The Cvt does a good job of using the power that's available, but it's still 147 horsepower. The car weighs about 3,000 pounds, so it is a lively car. It's fun to drive. It's very comfortable. This is not a sports car, but being that it's only 3,000 pounds, it still is fun to toss around. I had fun with it on a back road already. And in terms of comfort, this car has been very comfortable. I commute on the highway 50 miles a day, as I've said in other videos, And this car is very quiet. This car is almost as quiet as my Audi was. I had a 2017 Audi A4 for a bit. This car's almost that quiet. Way quieter than my Mazda, and obviously way quieter than our Jeep Wrangler that we have. So if this is just kind of a commuter's dream in terms of a car you can cheaply purchase and just pile on the miles. And another good thing about that engine, this car does get 30 in the city and 40 on the highway. I've only driven it about 100 miles, and I've averaged about 34 miles per gallon as I break in, and I'm sure that number will go up a little bit. And Car and Driver actually managed to get 41 miles per gallon over 200 miles. So this car is very efficient. Going from my Mazda to this, I will save roughly 15 bucks a month in fuel, which, hey, you can't complain about that. Let me show you guys two more things, and then I'll wrap this up. So I left some of my favorite features for last. This one, I know I don't usually show you guys. This is the Kia Key Fob. This is their most modern key. This is the key you'll find on a Kia Stinger, on a Kia Optima, on a Kia Telluride, cars that cost well over double this. In some case, almost triple this. Tellurides can go almost 60K now with the market. So I do like this key. It almost feels like a little detonator. But there is no keyless on this car, but it's nice that at least since I have to use the key, that they've made it a premium quality key. If you put like a Cadillac badge on that, I don't think many people would question it. This feels hefty, has very cool buttons that are lined in chrome, looks nice. And this does have a completely automatic lifting tailgate. Very unsurprised, or very surprising feature in this category. Not many competitors offer that. The back seats do fold down. You have to pull it right here, and then you can push, so that is nice. And there is 15.2 cubic feet of storage back here. It's not that massive by any means, but for reference, a Toyota Camry, which is a larger car than this, kind of the stalwart of the segment, is only 15 cubic feet. So this compact car has plenty of trunk space. It's not like a hatchback where you have 20 cubic feet plus, but 15 cubic feet is still very good. You can definitely get some roll-on carry-on bags back here. That's very deep. I can't even get close to reaching that seat. So that is very nice. There's a little grab handle here, no power. Absolutely would not expect that at this price. But my final impression of this car, very nice. I got this car for one reason. I drive 50 miles a day, and I had a used car, a Mazda 3, which I loved. But I actually sold that in this market and made money on that car. And I went into the Kia dealership, and they had this one left, and I sign and drive leased it for about $260 a month. So I lowered my car payment. I got into a brand new car. I'm getting something that's more fuel efficient. And, you know, it's just nice to be in a brand new car. That Mazda had 40,000 miles on it. Still a great car, but it's nice to just walk into a dealer, you sign your name, and you drive off for under $300 a month in this market is pretty crazy. So would I recommend it? Depends. If you're a person who's just looking for something cheap to pile miles on and get great fuel economy and quiet and comfort, this is actually a surprisingly good car. It used to have to be, you had to get a luxury car or a big SUV or something to comfortably commute on the highway. I set the cruise control on this at 79, and it went beautifully. It just sits in the left lane, 79, it's quiet, it's comfortable, has enough power to pass. Not a sports car, but enough power for passing maneuvers. And to top it off, this car has a lot of safety technology standard. This car steers itself on the highway as long as you keep your hand on the wheel. It has forward collision alert, so if you're about to hit a car in front of you, you're about to rear end someone, it will automatically brake for you. Now, it won't completely stop the accident in some cases, but it'll definitely mitigate it, because crashing at 30 miles an hour is way better than crashing at 60 miles per hour. So that's my thought, guys. If you have any questions about this car, this is my personal car, so I will have it for a while. Send questions down below. Give this video a like, guys. It really helps out the channel. If you really like the video, please subscribe, and I'll keep the content coming. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.